About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game. We just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Bishop. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. Now he'll tuck this and run. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
On the 5-yard line.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Now 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Hendricks. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked and multiple players broke through the line to get him. And his kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a look at the center, now in his 8th season in the National Football League.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week. It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Sets up a third down.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, that's Jaden Higgins. 5 yards, and that means they come up short, as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start this drive out on the ground to about the 48-yard line. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Hendricks. He's got his man on the crossing route. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
First down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Will Anderson now with his 2nd sack here on opening night.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Yeah, you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Play action. Stroud now. That is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Intended for Jaden Higgins. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Stroud. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Stroud. This pass complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Texans first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down, Texans.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Cole. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cole. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Stroud keeps it. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
That wound up backfiring. Instead of handing it to your workhorse fullback or running back, they went quarterback sneak, and now they have to punt it away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Evades him at the 20. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go. It's Bishop. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Nothing our score after 1. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
Looking to put a drive together.
Stroud.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Over the middle, complete. That's Higgins. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and it's good enough for a Houston first down.
First down.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd get a little back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talked about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it. Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And they'll get him down after after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
To number 20. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Bills.
Stroud looking to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
9 yards. That's another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud. The back foot throw there is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Stroud to throw it.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And Stroud now to throw. That's complete to Dell.
And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And the Bills getting set to go. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off-play action. Hendricks. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
The Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Call that a very strong gain of 24. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Operating from the gun, Hendricks. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are able to add on to that lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. To the right side and caught by Dell. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a give right side. It's Cole. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Cole. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
At the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Stroud. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, it's Cole. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
1st down. A 4-yard pickup on the play.
Right back to him on 1st down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Down behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat. Brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football that's on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
At the 50-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
From the midfield strike, they look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick here is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
1 second, all that remains.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
From the 31, Stroud. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down. A gain of 15. First down, Houston.
Back to throw now on first down.
Now he's going to step up and run. And Stroud wisely slides down safely after picking up the first down.
23 yards on the tuck and run.
First down. First and 10 at the 30.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Now a handoff up the middle.
Cole to the 27-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
First and goal, Houston.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Cole. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. From yards out. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6.
16.
So the drive there took 6 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
2nd and 11. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hendricks looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilkins. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
It's 4th down.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Houston's offense taking over again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Stroud. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
A gain of 9 yards.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Texans 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stroud.
Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. 2nd down in a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Up the middle they go. It's Cole. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. Stroud.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Stroud out of the gun here. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
On 1st down, Cole. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Stroud keeps it. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Texans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cole. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
You have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cole. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Give him 9 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. but I certainly didn't expect them to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his fourth down call.
Fourth down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Maxwell Hairston. And he is going to score. It's a pick six on Bills touchdown. And that offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the third quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick six.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person who just ended up in the end zone with the football, he was the one that answered the bell.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will dive into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is successful. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And they turned the pick six into a pick eight with that two-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
And down he'll go at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Cole. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 35-yard line. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. Back to throw. Stroud got his man complete over the middle. It's Collins. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be second down.
At the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Stroud.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
The Texans on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Up the middle they go. Cole. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now 2nd and 5.
At the 19-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cole. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They run the counter. It's Delgado. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Delgado. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast, where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there. They went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. Hendricks. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Wilkins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is indeed good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And now out comes Houston. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. On the bootleg, Stroud. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they go. Delgado. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Stroud. Caught left side. Here's Dell.
The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this third down play.
Yeah, they're going dime.
It's a gain of 6.
Now Stroud.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
Again, it's Stroud.
He finds his man, complete. That's Delgado. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Makes it 3rd and 14.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Taking a shot for Dell here.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the gun on 3rd down, Hendricks. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Will Anderson in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's Stroud. They'll get this complete to Collins. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Texans.
Yeah, with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Stroud.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Stroud to throw it. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. Oh, and he'll be tackled and covered up inbounds. They get another first, but they're working with no timeouts. Here comes 2nd down. Now Stroud.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short game. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Stroud looks to throw. One last shot at the end zone.
And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
Well, partner, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game 1 of many to come sitting next to you. Really looking forward to it.
As am I. Great to be back in booth with you for another season. Great to get this year underway. You and I both know interesting is going to be the word. An extra week now as part of that newer 17-game season. What a fun opener tonight. We know the better games are still on their way, but I'm glad that we got started.
So for Buffalo, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Houston,